David Cook did say to them that it'll be man on man and they will take it away. It's amazing how the pendulum swings around. Now David Cook's calling Eastern Suburbs soft. Dave Franey said 30 minutes of football, and that's basically all he said to them. He spoke, no, not a good speech at all, three-quarter time.
Okay, the ball comes out of the centre. Who wants to win the first ball forward? East Belmont do, through the agency of Niblett. Kicks towards half forward. Meeson uses the fist to good effect. Down towards the running Pat Jackson, who's pulled off the footy for mine. Umpire agreeing, and Jackson takes free kick at centre half back. He elects actually to hand pass to the pacey Glenn McLean, who goes out wide towards centre wing.
And now the loose ball picked up by Heath Walsh, who punts it high up there to the high flyers. Sutherland at the back couldn't take it, as we see that Mick Mason goes short and finds Kel McLean at half back.
Well played, McLean, because he saw that Berryman was on loose down the ground, chipped it over the top to him. He gives the hand pass to Cook, who's going to get lumbered! Too high, says the umpire. One tackle was all right, but the other tackle was bad. And this will be reversed.
Silly football, Cookie.
And I'm glad it was just a push and not a fist, because he might have missed the grand final if they win this game with that one. And the free kick going to go back East Belmont's way, and Andrew Bookter about to take it.
Yes, and away he goes. Has a bounce now. Steadies and tries the big torp, and it becomes a mongrel. Drops short. Back fly. No one can take it. Bird can now. Or pulled off the footy by Cullen. The loose ball spills three where Danny Mortar butters up well for the Mottawarri side. He goes right out to the outer side of the ground. Looks for the fleeted footness of Hovey. Can he get there before Jack Daw? No, he can't. And we'll see the ball out of bounds on that centre wing position here at the Western Oval. We're a great crowd enjoying the entertainment provided by those two good sides in GDFL Division 2.
Well, they've got away with that mistake by David Cook, because they've been able to push the ball out to the far side of the ground, and it's a boundary show-in out there. The umpire's going to pin a free kick out of this one. I think it might be going the way of East Belmont, it is. And Big Keegan out there is going to take the free kick for East Belmont on the far side of the ground. Kicks with the right foot up towards the centre wing half forward position. At the back, it looks like Walsh it is. Picks it up, fires the ball into the forward line. Coming out well. Mottawarri defending pretty grimly here, as that's Michael Meeson down there in defence now, gets the hand pass away. In goes Heath Walsh, lays a pretty hefty tackle. Edwards gets the hand pass across to his teammate in Sutherland. Spins and kicks with the left foot. Up goes Franey, who might be playing the forward line now. Can't mark it, stumped away from him. Coming in to meet the ball hard there was Jamie Joseph. Players diving on top, but Shay's in there, gets the hand pass out. It's flipped out the back by Jackson, finds Kelvin McLean. He gets the hand pass away to the safety of the boundary line, and it's still pretty tough out there, Brady, and I'm still glad we're up here.
It makes two of us, Cookie, because I tell you what, there's no room for faint hearts there, Fano. As we come in now with Sutherland, who shoots a goal.
Oh, great kick.
Oh!
A beauty. East Belmont get the vital first goal of the final quarter. 8 goals, 56 East Belmont. They trail Mottawarri 9 goals, 14, 68. It's 12 points the difference.
Anybody's game of football in the 93 preliminary final, as we see now East Belmont move to 8-8-56. They're trailing Mottawarri 9-14-68. 12 points the margin, as David Cook just mentioned. 4.5 minutes gone to the first final quarter.
Crucial centre break, this one. Up they go. Ball's knocked down to Heath Walsh. Might be playing on the ball. He's given away the free kick, and he's hit a player high here. Philip Walsh, I think it is. And I think he's going to be booked for this. Heath Walsh, the umpire's going for the book in the pocket. I think he might be gone, Roddy. He laid that tackle pretty high across the head there of Philip Walsh, who's been a terrific player for Mottawarri. And he's been sent off. And as he went past, he just told Owen Berryman that, excuse me, I'm on the way out here. And Heath Walsh, we see, coming off the ground now. And he's invited all the Mottawarri supporters. He'll take them on too, he said. Tough player, Heath Walsh. Philip Walsh. It's taken plenty of time to settle after this one. He has to come off through the...
Okay, now we're waiting now for Philip Walsh with the footy.
He's taken his time, Ron, hasn't he, to gain his footy? I think the umpire hasn't blown time off yet. I think that might be the problem. Now, and Walsh comes in and spears a pass in. A lovely kick from Walsh. And leading out, Darryl Russell takes the mark on the 50-metre line. Wants to move it quickly. Now steady. Looking for an option. Doesn't think he can make the distance. He's a long kick of a footy, Russell. Gets up and under this one a bit. It's into the goal square. High flyers won it. It might have cleared the pack. Up was Keegan. Offline it did clear the pack. And a bounce through for one behind off the boot of Darryl Russell. 69 plays at 56. 13 points to difference. And Motta Warrior in control in the final quarter. We've gone 7 minutes on the Rocky 24-hour Locksmith time clock.
Okay, it's all happening here at Royston Oval as Jason Smith brings the ball to the members' side of the ground. Ivan Morris swoops on it now. Good crumbing. Breaks through the tackle. Oh, he's run into David Cook. Held the ball too long, said the umpire. And yes, good umpiring from Steve Hill. Dave Cook now gets the free kick from
Away
Malawari.
goes Cook. He's unloaded for the long one. Will it bounce the right way? Oh, just stood on its end and allowed Jamie Legal to get back and carry it through for a behind. It looked like it might have bounced over his head there for a minute. 1 point only on the board to Motta Warrior. And a good tackle by Cook. Ivan Morris beat 2 tackles. Just tried to do too much. And Cookie laid a very good tackle and received the free kick. But unfortunately for the Motta Warrior supporters, just one behind on the board.
The kick now, a long one out there. Oh, the high flyer. Philip Walsh pulls it up. Skorima.
Played very well, Philip Walsh. Now chips it in short. Not a good kick on this occasion. No one able to mark there for East Belmont. Niblett's good enough to pick it up. Tries to kick it up the side of the boot deliberately. Did it well out towards Buchner, who runs into the footy. Can't mark. Well pressured by Berryman. The ball spills away. No left foot there for Chris Niblett on that occasion. Ron tried to banana bend the one from the half-back flank. If you don't mind. Out of bounds it goes. Boundary throw in. And it's 14 points the difference. And we've played 7-8 minutes now in the final quarter.
Ball members' side, half forward flank. Mottawari doing the attacking. Up they go. As we see that Finn comes through for the Mottawari side. Lost the football. Keegan can't pick it up. Oh, ran right through Hovey. Get him one with the elbow too. It wasn't picked up by the umpire Steve Hill, who's looking into the sun. I suppose he can be excused as we see now. But I don't think Troy Hovey will be too happy.
Well, Meeson took the mark at half-back, played it. It must have taken 15 marks for the day. Got it to Darryl Russell. He's got it across to Cook. He's run about 35 metres. Fires at the goal. Long kick from Cook. Off the hands of Kelvin McLean it goes. 1 point only to David Cook.
Well, they're doing the attacking in Mottawari. They want to be there next week and take up the challenge over Eastern Suburbs in the grand final. Jason Smith kicks it long. Out to the outer side of the ground. It's all Mottawari. Philip Walsh over the top to the dash of Neil Smith, who has a flying shot at goal. But good pressure there from, you'll find that was Chris Stern, forces the error, and we'll have a penalty free kick to be taken by Jason Smith, the fullback for the East Belmont side.
Plenty of pace, Smith, but he's going so fast at times, he just doesn't steady, does he? Put that one out of bounds. Here's Jason, kicking the ball out. Jason Smith, it was, kicks it out long, but up goes the arms of Big Mick Byrne. He takes the mark at half forward. They're looking to play on at all costs here, Mottawari, and he spears the pass inwards, centre half forward. The target up high, couldn't mark. It spills to the ground. Here's the chance. That Niblett again got it. Comes out of defence with a right foot kick. Out wide, and David Cook takes a good mark running back with the fly to the footy, just short of centre wing, grandstand side of the ground. Again, he looks to move the ball quickly, kicks it long into the pocket. The kick is beautifully weighted because his teammate down there in box, Hovey, takes the mark, spears it across towards the centre half forward position, and Mickey Finn drifts in and takes it.
Yeah, good footy, and a real opportunity here. Mickey Finn, interchange player, kicking from 30 metres, directly in front.
One would suggest, Ronnie, if you could put this through, it'd be pretty hard now for East Belmont to get back in it. They're playing with 17 men for another 7 or 8 minutes yet, and if he kicks this one, it just opens up that leeway. It's already at 15 points. This for a 21-point lead. It's bending back, it's coming back. Yabba-dabba-doo!
Great
Mickey
goal.
Finn drills a beauty, and these boys from Mottawari think they're home. I hope they don't rest on their laurels, because if they do, East Belmont will be right back at them.
Yeah, certainly they did it in that second quarter, East Belmont, and they're a good side under pressure. 11 minutes gone to the final term on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith. Corio Village time clock shows that the Corio Village News Agency final quarter scoreboard moves Mottawarri to 10-17-77, leading East Belmont 8-8-56, 21 points the margin.
David Cook in screen there, the coach of Mottawarri. Can they get into their second grand final in consecutive years? Knocked out by Keegan. Here's Finn, just kicked the last goal, tumbles the punt. Michael Wood, as he often does, just drifts in from nowhere and takes the mark short of centre half forward. He's too far out to score. Now he looks to the outer side of the ground. The leader's on. Out wide, Kelvin McLean goes up and grabs a strong one grabber.
Yeah, well, Cal McLean hasn't had a lot to do today, but what has been done has been quality stuff because he's been bursting a few of the packs and he's pretty strong out there for the Mottawarri side.
Very strong player. Is Kelvin McLean. Comes into fire at goals. 11 minutes into the final quarter, he kicks it. Looks to be to the far side of the goal post there. He couldn't split the woodwork on that occasion, and 1 point early on the board, off the boot of Kelvin McLean.
Jamie Legal now bringing the ball back into play for the East Belmont side. Goes short and finds Bukta in between back pocket, half back flank, out of the side of the Western Oval. Wastes no time, kicks it long. Up there looking for Ferguson, but he's pushed his opponent out of that contest, and I think you'll find Philip Welsh will get the free kick. No, it's Daryl Russell.
Yeah, Russell's got the free kick. Walsh gives it back to him and he kicks the ball across towards Finn. Might have heard the call, leave it from an opponent there, and trapped by Berryman. Berryman's hand pass out wide to Cook, needs the kick in a hurry. Elects to run back through the pack. Straightens up on the right foot, had a long shot for goal. He's way offline, and the goal umpire signifies turn left here if you don't mind, and over the line out of bounds on the full.
Well, David Cook just exchanging a few words there with Jason Smith, and he's getting a little bit frustrated out there. Better be careful, Cookie.
He's a bit fired up, Roddy. They kick another goal. I think I just set him on the bench and then he have a look at his players for a little while.
I think that would be a great idea.
The kick from the defensive side there comes out and Keegan takes the mark. Been a tryer all day for the East Belmont Lions. Now he looks up the field and he sees nothing. No leads on. He elects to put the boot into it and kick it long towards the centre of the ground. Oh, up goes Edwards, pushed his opponent out. Meeson did it well but couldn't hold the mark. Niblett gathers and tumbles the punt towards half forward. Chance here running onto the football for Dave Franey. Taken away from him. Player scoops it out the back there, kick it off the ground to East Belmont across their half forward line. Edwards, can he run onto it? Out comes the big fella there in Sutherland. Can't pick it up, gets the hand pass away now. Oh, it sits an eternity up in the air for Morton. He could have been killed. He could have been bricks and mortar if they'd hit him. But he did it well, the young kid. Gathered the footy, tumbled the punt towards the fence, and it's a boundary show in. And boundary umpire Lake is going to throw the ball in. And we saw him last year get the cramp in the final stage of the final quarter in the Bellarine Grand Final.
That's Ben Johnson. He's not related.
He's not related. He's the look-alike.
Yeah, that's him.
Johnson throws it back into play. Up goes Bird and taps it down. Does it well. Runs through the arms there of Niblett. Hand pass comes back to Ernie, to beg your pardon, not Ernie Posman, but Dave Ferguson. He kicks East Belmont up towards Edwards. He can't mark at ground level. A chance. Hand pass. There's Posman getting it out towards Edwards. Picks it up. Screws it on the right foot into the forward pocket. Coming out well. And marking from behind is Hamish Gore. He's been playing your one on your side every week, Ronnie. Doesn't let him down.
Yeah, great grab too, but his kick on this occasion looks out there for Philip Walsh, who sort of said not high enough. And in front, taking a great mark for the East Belmont side is Justin Hetherington.
Kicking from about 50 metres, Hetherington. Well, nice kick of the footy too. It's very, very close. There's a bit of a shove in the goal square, and it's a free kick to Mottawarri, you'll find. Would have been a goal had that free kick not been
against Dave Franey.
But it was definitely there on. There wasn't a doubt about it, I didn't think.
Yeah, that was a great goal off the boot there of young Justin Hetherington, but unfortunately an infringement there in the goal square and no score.
Daniel Mortar picks the ball out over half back. Up high, Jackson can't mark. At the back of the pack, Edwards gathers well, gives it to Shea. Shea goes across the woods. Niblett, been a lively player all day. In goes Mickey Finn, emerges with the footy, but the umpire's whistle has beaten him and will have a ball-up decision as Chris Niblett is a bit slow to get up off the ground there. He's helped up by an opponent, in fact, and the umpire will start play again in the half-forward flank with East Belmont doing the attacking.
Yeah, the bounce not a good one, and we see now an opportunity East Belmont through Justin Hetherington, flip out the hand pass, but overran by Keegan. Now, Glenn McLean chips it over the top. Good footy there to Tovey. Waste no time. Russell, under pressure from Bukta. Can't pick it up. Kicked off the ground by Bukta, who was legged and should get the free kick. No, he's gone the other way. Daryl Russell gets the free kick for a trip.
With a smile on his face too, Daryl Russell, I might add. Kicks it in short to Hovey. He's been a pretty good game, Troy Hovey. Hand pass to Michael Wood. Should have gone on the left foot. Elects to come back onto the right. The kick's pretty good. Just a bit much carry on it for his high-flying teammate there in Bertelsmeyer, who gathers sweetly, lines up the goal mouth and is way off to the right. Nearly hit the bingo sign back there. 1 point only on the board to Brett Bertelsmeyer. Six goals, three
yeah.
tally.
Not a bad effort, is it, for a full forward in a preliminary final here at the Western Oval. Time ticking away. 15 minutes have gone. 16 minutes have gone on the Rocky 24-hour locksmith time clock. Mottawarri 10-19. 79, leading East Belmont 8-8-56.
1 goal for each side so far this quarter on. The players are tired. Kick comes in, out towards half-back. Bird goes up and drops one he would have taken a bit earlier in the day. Hand pass lands in the arm of Walsh. He gives it across to Hovey. Hovey unloads with a long kick into the goal square. Too much carry on the footy for Kelvin McLean. It's back at the front of the pack. Running into it, Neil Smith can't get there in time. It's dumped over the boundary line, and we'll have a boundary throw in deep in the forward pocket. Mottawarri attacking. 56 plays, 79, 23 points the difference. Mottawarri heading for a grand final rematch this year, and it's going to be this time against Eastern Suburbs.
Yes, it should be a big game as Keegan over the top, fists it forward. Been a tireless worker all day for East Belmont, but hits it straight back over the boundary line for another throw-in.
Goes. Ruckman fly high. Keegan goes up and wins it down ground level. Who wants the footy? They stack in on top of Bertelsmeyer's in there with Michael Wood. A bit of a push and a shove there. A couple of players not all that happy about the proceeding.
And a free kick has been paid.
Free kick to East Belmont against Michael Wood there. Just pushed him a little bit in the face area there, I think, Roddy. That free kick coming up to East Belmont's back.
Jamie Legall it is.
Legall it is. Kicks the ball out the half-back. Up high from behind. The Gazoo, Dave Ferguson,
takes a screamer.
The mark. Don't know about that one, but it's in the book, Roddy. It's the mark for Dave Ferguson.
Yeah, great grab, Dave Ferguson. The Gazoo on the left foot, punts it to the centre of the ground. The higher flyers can't take the footy. Breaking through now, Keegan throws it forward and picked up by umpire Steve Hill. Unfortunately for East Belmont, because Posman was away, and now Walsh gives it to the dash of the Moose. Paul Meeson kicks it up to half forward. It's all East Belmont's. Hetherington, killing the crisis, gives the hand pass off. Niblett under pressure. Well done, David Cook. And sees the ball over the line and out of bounds.
Look out, David Cook not getting on too well with Jamie Legall there. And away goes...
Yeah, get him off the ground. I think it would be a smart thing to do.
Here's the runner, Steve Cassidy, heading out on the ground now. I think he might be telling Cook either calm down or come off. Boundary throw in. It's tapped forward. Here's a chance for Neil Smith to pick it up. Got in the back of his opponent. It allows Niblett to come in. And Niblett for East Belmont will run the ball around the half-back flank. Kick the ball towards centre wing with the right foot punt kick. A mongrel punt it is to it. Eludes all players. Bounces before it goes over the line. And we'll have a boundary throw in far side of the ground centre wing position.
Steve Cassidy is having a chat to David Cook, and it'll be interesting to see if he does what he's told. Back to the footy. Ball back into play. Walsh tries to tap the ball forward. Can't do so. Pulled off the ball. No free kick forthcoming. As Justin Hetherington's there and screws the ball around the shoulder. And nice mark, Keegan. Waste no time. Got the Gazoo loose at half forward. Plays on now, the Gazoo. A low trajectory drop punt. Looks there for Sutherland. The bounce favours him. Swibs around on his left foot to Franey. Can't take the ball. Great work there, Danny Morner. Cool as the crisis. Goes straight up the corridor, but it's straight to Chrissy Niblett, and the East Belmont Rover punched it to full forward.
High flyers wanted. Franey was shouting at the pack that time. Here's Mortar again, getting the hand pass away just in time as Franey pushed into the turf. It comes back towards the Moose. Playing in the tackle, loses a good tackle by Edwards. Pretty tough in there. Might get willing here as Beeson's at the bottom of that pack. Umpire's going to ball it up, and Ivan Morris comes out of that one as well. And fought pretty hard there to East Belmont to hold that ball in their attacking zone.
Yeah, certainly did, Cook. Yes, we see the bounce favour Michael Mooson, who goes straight to the boundary line. Good football from the big fella, because that's going to burn a little bit more time on the time clock, and that's exactly what they want, because they're presently enjoying a 23-point advantage, and we've been going about 20 minutes of the final quarter.
Now, we can see getting ready to come back on is Sean Cullen, so that time must be up for the player that was set off. From the throw-in, Meeson playing like the rover, grabs it and heads for the outer side of the ground. The kicker's a beauty, and he finds Philip Walsh who marks. Now he's got a paddock to run in. He has a bounce, needs to be shepherded, he is. And gives the dummy over the top. Good one too, to his teammate there coming down the ground in Coots. Coots kicks the ball towards the centre wing out in front, taking the mark as Darryl Russell. And Mottawarri look good.
They certainly do, Cookie. Moves it long now, too. Up there looking for Bertelsmeyer. Nearly took the mark. Not Papergy. Butters up well, the big fella. Shoots at goal from 35 metres. It's close. Not close enough and offline.
He shows plenty of fight when it hits the dirt, big Bertelsmeyer. 2 or 3 times today he's missed the mark, but caught on well and had a shot for goal on the snap side of his body, but unfortunately gets 1 point only on the board.
Ball back into play. Out there looking for Jason Smith was Cullen now on the ground for the East Belmont side. Ball kicked up to centre of the ground. Can they pick it up, East Belmont? They can through Posman. He's off the hand pass to Jack Dorfman, a little bit out of sorts. Can't pick it up. Under pressure. Collared by McLean. Now comes out Niblet. Quick kick around the corner. Will it sit? Crash of bodies here. Meeson and Posman. Meeson wins out there. That was the Mooser. Big long hand pass to Coots. Good football from the Moose. And we see Coots now clear the ball for the Mottawarri side and find Russell.
Russell plays on immediately on that trusty left foot of his. Bears the pass to Bertelsmeyer. Knocked away from Big Birdies. He came out trying to grab hold of that one. Over the boundary line it goes. Throw in. About 30 metres around the goals. Mottawarri in attack. They lead 56 to 80. The lead is quite substantial now in this late stages final quarter as Russell takes the footy and takes one across the snout too. I'd suggest he's got a couple of those today, Darryl Russell. He always seems to get a couple. Every time we see him, he seems to get one across the bridge of the nose. But he's got the free kick for this indiscretion. He's going to have a shot for goal.
Yeah, good 45 metres from goal as we wait now on Darryl Russell. Comes in, the drop punt. It's a lovely looking kick. Bertelmeyer underneath the footy. Dilly took the ball too, but well knocked away Eddie Bookter for a minor score.
With the hands on it, did Big Birdie disappointed with himself. He didn't mark that one. He showed a bit of displeasure after dropping that mark. And another point goes on the board to Mottawarri. The game looks safe in their keeping now. We've travelled 22 minutes in the final quarter on the Corio Village News Agency scoreboard. 81 plays 56. But we've seen a Mottawarri player having a flying shot for goal as I look at the screen there. Ronnie, what's happened out there?
Well, I think there's been an infringement on Darryl Russell. Umpires just showing Trevor Keegan the mark. Yes, I think Darryl Russell will get the free kick from the Mottawarri side. He's about 35 from goal, but right on the boundary line on that outer side of the ground, and that'll test him for a left footer.
Awkward kick for the left footer. Darryl Russell has got 1 point on the board today. Played a pretty good game. Went out of the third quarter, but he's back in at the final quarter when they needed him. Kicks it deep into attack. No one able to take the mark. Up goes Bertelsmeyer. I've got the umpire might have paid a mark here. He has. He's paid one to East Belmont down there. It might be picked him up there while you're waving your hands at me.
Great mark though. Darryl Russell takes the ball. Shoots at goal. It's up and it's well knocked away. Ferguson back into play. Woods there. Likewise Niblet tries to kick it off the carpet for the East Belmont side. Montgomery's there also, but I think you'll find that umpire curve will come in and bounce down. 35 metres from the Mottawarri goal. 24 and a half minutes gone of the final quarter.
56 plays 81. Plenty of time about the bounce. It was a good one too. Gives the ruckman every chance in the world. Up goes Bird, knocks it down. Mick Finn tried to crash his way through the pack. His hand passes sharp by Niblet. Niblet tumbles the punt out over the defensive 50. Is it in play? It's out of play. Boundary show when this little boss was about to be off. It's about round 5. Hadn't been on the job.
Yes, and he's seen plenty of that leather this afternoon here at the Western Oval as Philip Walsh. Very consistent as we see the ball back into play. Bird taps it back. Walsh, another touch of the leather. Gives it to Hovey. On he goes to Meeson, and he's had a bit of a purple patch here this afternoon as well. Back to Hovey, who kicks under pressure on the left foot. Looks out there for McLean, but he can't take that ball cleanly again. Glenn McLean, and it's off his hands and out of bounds.
Been a real goer though, Brady. He's been right at the footy most today. Glenn McLean been giving his all for the Mottawarri Warriors. The umpire throws it back into play. Bird versus Keegan. Keegan wins this one. A step further appealed by Big Cullen. Doesn't gain much territory. Gains the safety of the boundary line. They need to flip it over the back and try something different here, I think, East Belmont, to try and reduce this margin as we've just kicked into time on in the final quarter. 26 minutes gone and 56 plays 81. And it looks like Mottawarri are going to advance to the grand final.
There they certainly are as Walsh again feeds off the hand pass. Kicked quickly up there by Mick Bird to half forward. McLean's there. Kicks the ball forward. Mick Finn now. Can he pick it up? Oh, supported by Darryl Russell. Well done from the dasher. Hand passes to McLean under pressure, who intelligently hits it over his head. But Chris Sturder's there for the East Belmont side. and that finds the boundary line.
Well played, Calvin McLean. Could have easily grabbed that and been lumbered and lost the footy. After the free kick or the loser in the tackle. Elected to knock it over the top. It was good play. Bertelsmeyer grabbed it out of the air. Shaped to have a shot. Went back and got it after he lost it the second time. Hair pass over the top here from Niblin. Away though they go through East Belmont. Out to half back. And they've got a mark out here. It's Big Sean Cullen taking the mark. Defensive side of centre wing, chips it across to Ferguson, who's just to the defensive side of the centre, and he marks in front of Berryman.
Yeah, kicks long up there looking for the lead of Sutherland, but the numbers are against East Belmont here as Michael Mason feeds off to Jackson. Paddy Jackson kicks quickly up to centre wing. Over the half forward now looking for Dave Cook, but Cookie can't trap it. Hotly pressed there by Andy Butcher, and we'll see a boundary throw in some 60 metres from the Motowari goal on the members' side of this lovely day here at Western Oval.
I suggest the chat for the runner's done David Cook the world of good. I think he's got the blood pressure back to nearly normal now, Ronnie. At the back, a chance for Berryman to tumble the punt into the forward zone. Looking down there for Smith, he's got plenty of pace. Stern beats him for this occasion. Smith shows a bit more toe. Can't gather in before it goes over the line out of bounds. Deep in the forward pocket, grandstand side of the ground, City end, and 56 plays 81. Motowari have done it well after East Belmont had a big second quarter to put themselves back in the game. It's been a bit classy since then for Motowari, Ronnie.
Yes, certainly, just too many big guns all around the ground has just now made the lead at 25 points. Probably the biggest part of the lead all day, I would suggest, as we see the ball now up into the goal square. Nagger players have formed. Legal picks it up there for the East Belmont side and punts it long. Out to half-back, or the high flyer Ferguson couldn't take it. Comes to Cook, quickly to Bird. Back to Jackson, who punts it up there looking for Bertelsmeyer. Can't take it. McLean stands his ground as we see the loose ball now. Picked up, a clash of bodies. No free kick forthcoming. And I think you'll find that Bertie Bertelsmeyer's been pinged for holding the leather. And Keegan now gets the free kick for East Belmont.
Away goes Keegan, gives it across to the little fella Ernie Posner. It's an up and under kick. Who wants this one? They sit back and take the mark, Philip Walsh. Quite a grand game. Just attacking side of centre wing, far side of the ground. Little chip over the top, has to come off, and it has come off because looks like McLean is coming in, taking the mark. Phil McLean went the short one to Bird, couldn't take the mark, tried to flip it out to Havey, didn't do so, and East Belmont get the ball out towards Ferguson at centre wing. Cook goes up in front of him and spoils. Through comes Ferguson, missed the ball, missed the player as well. Jackson gets a push in the back as he tumbles the ball down the ground, close to the boundary line. Over it goes before Neil Smith can run onto the footy. Players are very tired out there now, Ronnie.
There it is.
I'm
Siren.
not surprised they're very tired because the siren's just gone. And Motowari advanced to their second consecutive grand final. Unlucky losers last year to Elite Districts. This year they're going to take on the Eastern Suburbs combination. And that should be a top match.
Yeah, I'm sure it will, Cookie. And, well, congratulations to the Motowari Warriors. Yep, they've certainly deserved their grand final appearance here this afternoon with 31 shots at goal of 16. Completely outclassing East Belmont. Final scoreline here on the Corio Village News Agency. A final quarter scoreboard sees Motowari 10-21. 81 have defeated East Belmont 8-56 in the 1993 Geelong District Football League Division 2 preliminary final.
20 after half-time, East Belmont managed to kick just 1 goal 6. Whilst after half-time, Motowari added 5 goals 12. So therein lies the result of the game after half-time. Motowari a bit good. Players like Meeson and also Darryl Russell were a bit strong out there across half-back and around the flanks. So they had, although he didn't grab the ball that well today, McLean, he was still in the play doing plenty of busy stuff. But of course, the class set them up for the Ashwoodsman Star. Philip Wells set them up for their victory today. With many kicks out of the centre. They had a target in Brett Bertelsmeyer down at full forward who managed to kick 6 goals for the afternoon.
Yeah, in a match-winning performance, Cookie, a great focal point for the Motowari side, and that'll hold them in good stead next week when they take on the Eastern Suburbs side. Goal kickers, mate.
Goal kickers for the defeated side, East Belmont. They've had a pretty good year, East Belmont, but unfortunately today couldn't quite go on with it after half-time. Goal kickers, Sean Cullen got 1, Jamie Joseph got 1, Jamie Sutherland kicked 1 goal, Ernie Posman kicked 1, Chris Niblin kicked a nice goal, and Craig Edwards kicked 3 goals in the second quarter to arrest the lead and put them in front. For Motowari, 1 goal to Mickey Finn, 1 goal to Michael Wood, 2 goals to Neil Smith.
We'll just have a look at our better players here first of all, and just to give Noel Fanning an opportunity to catch his breath. I think David Cook's probably pretty well organised to let us know his better players here this afternoon.
Well, for East Belmont, I thought Edwards tried very hard on their forward line run, and Niblett was a good player all day for them. Just seemed to fade out a little bit final quarter, later stages of third quarter, but certainly was one of their better players. Dave Franey was trying hard all day. He was using a great deal of vim and vigour there at various stages of the game. I thought Legale and Sutherland did their little bit for their side. Hetherington, not quite enough from him on the wing. I haven't seen him play much, but I believe he's quite a good player, but just didn't quite get enough for me today, but was trying out there. And Dave Ferguson, although lowering his colours, was certainly a trier and an aggressive try at that for East Belmont.
Yes, certainly, Cookie. Okay. Well, Noel, we're looking there from a statistician point of view, and very interested to hear the free kicks here this afternoon.
Free kicks that quarter went to Mottawarri's way. They got 27 free kicks for the afternoon to East Belmont 17. Marks Mottawarri took 66, East Belmont took 39. Centre breaks 12 to Mottawarri, 10 to East Belmont.
Okay, so interesting to see that it was pretty even, wasn't it, really, centre breaks. So in actual fact, it was probably just better kicking and goal that gave the Mottawarri side...
Well, I'll take you to task there, Ron. 10 goals, 21 is not better kicking for goal, is it?
More kicking for goal, I should have
kicking
said.
for goal is the word you're looking for, yeah.
Thank you.
They created more options. Bertelsmeyer was certainly a target down there. If he didn't get it, he fought onto the ground, and he had little players running underneath him as well, and Kelvin McLeod lending a bit of assistance with the strongman stuff in the forward pocket.
Votes?
Yes, mate, fire up. 3, 2 and 1, Noel Fanning.
Okay, start off with one vote to try all day for East Belmont in the Senate in the Gazoo. I thought he was a real workhorse for them. Nothing startling, but as I said, working hard all day. 2 votes I gave to the Big Moose. Gave him plenty of opportunities around the ground and up the forward line. And I gave 3 votes to Bertie Bertelmeiser. I thought he played an absolutely superb game for him up there at full forward.
You can do yours next, Ronnie, because I haven't done mine yet.
Yeah, okay, well, I gave three votes here this afternoon to Philip Welsh for 4 polished quarters of football in setting up many of his teammates throughout the day with good constructive hand passing and disposal of the ball by foot. Chris Niblett, I thought, was East Belmont's better player all day, and gave him 2 votes for a tireless effort around the ground, and well done, Chris Niblett. And I gave 1 vote to, of course, the spearhead, Betty Bertelsmeyer.
Well, Ronnie, I've varied a little bit than there. I left out a couple of players. East Belmont, I thought Chris Niblett and Dave Ferguson were by far their best 2 players, but I couldn't fit them into a vote. And with apologies to Darryl Russell, I've left him out. He's done very well out of the guest videos recently too, but I've left Darryl out. I gave 1 point to Brett Bertelsmeyer at full forward, 6 goals for, and might well have kicked 7 or 8. But he created the opportunities down there. He led well. They looked for him, and he fought on well when the ball hit the turf. I gave 2 votes to Philip Welsh. Thought his game was terrific. Set up many forward plays, but the player I thought started it all and kept going all day was the Big Moose at centre-half back. He completely eclipsed his opponents. He had 3 for the day, I think, and completely eclipsed them. Continually took marks. He must have taken 15 marks for the day, and his long kicking was a feature today, and I gave Moose 3 votes.
Okay, well, let's really make things quite interesting here, gentlemen. On 5 votes apiece, we have Paul Meeson, Philip Walsh and Bretty Bertelsmeyer. With 2 votes, Chris Niblett, and 1 vote, Dave Ferguson. So, gentlemen.
Well, I've got to say this, Ronnie, that I just commentate here, and I think you and Noel should make the decision between you. It is your business after all, guest video. I think I should keep right out of this.
Well, I think that's a pretty ordinary thing to do, Cookie. All that across the ice like that.
I thought it was with the left hand too, my non-preferred hand.
Well,
Shocking handball too.
Well, how about this, Fano?
Yeah, I think you've really sort of got to look to the fella that kept him in it, and Big Moose. I mean, I tend to favour him because of the fact that when they were under pressure, he put the squeeze on the opposition and just kept playing football. He didn't worry about the head-high tackles or any of the other stuff that was dished out to Mottawarri. He just kept pushing the ball forward.
And in support of your comment there, Noel, he's the only player I had marked down for each quarter. I had him marked for 4 quarters, that's why I gave him the 3 votes.
Well, Brett and Bertelmeiser for mine will get the 2 votes, having polled votes from each commentator here this afternoon. Congratulations to Brett Bertelmeiser for a great effort, and of course the 1 vote will go to Philip Walsh of the Mottawarri side. Congratulations to all the participants here this afternoon, and hope you've enjoyed the call. Guest video here this afternoon at the Western Oval, as much as what we have in bringing it to you. This is Ronnie Brain.
Noel Fanning.
And David Tiggercook.
And of course, the best video crew in Brett Revere. We've got Sean over there and Daniel not looking too good at the present time.
It's a wonderful thing, your 20th birthday, isn't it? Just about killed him. How's he going to be when he's 21?
Yeah, Shawnee Cannon and Daniel Fanning, great job again, fellas, and a job well done. Look forward to your company here at the Western Oval next weekend for another big